Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. It's a new month. We've got a new Comic of the Month club in our hands. Now, this is a service geared towards comic book fans, and it's exactly what it sounds like. You know, it goes and picks out comics of the month and sends them to you. You can go find them at comicofthemonth.club, not .com.club. Now, basically, this is kind of long box diving in a box. That's kind of a fun thing for fans of comics. And, you know, usually they do pretty solid in their picking. I would point out in that it's not all random. You know, you do put kind of the things that you're interested in. So, we're going to open this up and see what is in store for this month. We actually have a theme. This month's theme is Doctors. So, the improvements. They loved it. Big publishers, next persons, nice to read books you may have not come across. They'll be including a digital physical issue every month from a smaller artist, which is pretty cool. This month features Courtney Hahn. So there's new books, nothing fancy, just some new stocks of old variety. Next month's improvement, retro video games. I hired a web designer. The goal is to have this site up by January. Expanded preference list. And comic storage boxes should offer the local subscribers free of charge. Build, blah, 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 blah. Alright. Let's see what we've got. Of course, we've got, as I said, the comic from the other person, which is interesting. So we get this nice little card here, and you can go to their site that is listed on the back and enter a code to go get a copy, which is cool. This is nice, different. Definitely a different way of doing it. I like it. Alright, we got a nice, very interesting mix this month. First up, we got a little Doctor Who action from Titan Comics. I don't remember Doctor Who being on my list, so this is an interesting one to see. But for those who have never read any of the comics, Doctor Who comics from Titan Comics, you're kind of missing out. They're pretty solid adaptations of the popular character and series. Of course, this one is the 10th Doctor, so if you're missing out on any of the Doctors that aren't currently on TV, the comics are a good way to catch up on that. Alright, we've got some Batman, a whole bunch of Batman. Let's put the Batman together. Okay, got a bunch of Batman comics. Let's go find out what's in here. Alright, so we've got Batman number 457. Looks like something with the little Scarecrow action on it. I don't know if there's anything particular special. They do list it as one awesome comic book. Don't know what's inside. This doesn't jump out at me for any reason whatsoever. So this is one that's going to be interesting to go back and check out and see why it's an awesome comic. This one, I guarantee, is in my collection. A little Batman 500 action. As we see, I believe this is at this point John Paul Valley was well into the Batman outfit and was on his way to be the Azrael version of Batman, the Nightfall version of Batman, which was to me a pretty badass version back in the day. Now, for those who don't remember, this is when, you know, the time of Superman was dead and Batman had his back broken. We got the nice transformation right there. You know, it's going to be interesting to see, going back, of how much this holds up over the time. Their little postcards, the postcards are still in there, which is pretty cool. There's 2 postcards. This one actually I'm going to look forward to rereading, because I'm sure, well, nostalgia makes me excited for this. Reality of going back and reading it, not so much. Alright, we got another, a little bit more recent. This has got to be the New 52 Batman 45. Is definitely in my collection. This was when Gordon was under the cowl and Batman for a bit with the cool mecha suit thing that was going on. Not a bad series. I actually liked this run a lot. It was Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo, writer and artist. So this is cool to see. A little recent, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. All right. You gotta like some X Factor number 52. Do not remember that, but a little Rob Liefeld action, which would be interesting. I don't remember Liefeld on X Factor at all. So To Kill an Angel. Let's see if he just provided the cover. or there was more to it. I really don't remember him doing anything with X Factor, so it's possible he was just, you know, doing the artist or doing the cover. All right, so writer Louis Simonson, penciler Terry Shoemaker, and I think it's Rob is just doing the cover, as only Rob Liefeld can. I mean, you know, classic X-Men, you can't really go wrong with that. It's always a fun time to go back. Plus you get a little Archangel action, a little Sabretooth action. I'm a fan. That's a good catch. Might be in my collection, but who freaking knows. Alright, so we got 3 up next. Justice League Europe. 3 different issues. We got number 25, number 38, number 41. Nothing on the back tipping us off on anything. You know, 25th issue, 25 issues. It's always interesting that they don't have a anniversary thing going on with the 25th issue. And 38, yep. 41, yeah. Nothing really stands out about these. I never read Justice League Europe. I was barely reading Justice League at the time. But we got Giffen and Jones, Gerard Jones, Ron Randall, Randy Elliott, Gerard Jones, Ron Randall, and Randy Elliott on this one. This you know, this is gonna be nice classics to go back to. And finally, we're leaving it off with a little Legion of Superheroes action, another series that was never hardcore on. This is cool because we got 3 issues in a row here. We got 17, 18, and 19 from back in the day. Keith Giffen, Al Gordon, TNM Bierman, Brandon Peterson, Carlos Garzon, Keith Giffen, all the same folks. Yep, same folks. That's actually a pretty awesome cover. That would get me to read something. So overall, like, not bad. I might need to refine my choices a little bit more. I don't necessarily remember having Justice League Europe on there, but I could be wrong. I definitely didn't have Doctor Who on there. So, you know, I gotta make sure that that's the case, and I am correct in that. But overall, like, not bad. There's definitely some comics in here that, you know, bring back the nostalgia a bit. I don't think there's many of these that I have. That Batman 500 is probably about the only one that I definitively have. And that's what I probably have digital somewhere. But other than that, like, heavy on the DC, not a lot of Marvel this month. I was much more of a Marvel person growing up, so that's kind of interesting. Get me to check out stuff I have not seen before, not read. I like the inclusion of the digital comic. I think that's actually a cool way to go about it. So we're going to go check that out as well. So overall, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, what was that, 10 comics? 10, 11 comics, something like that. Just not a bad mix, and there's all throughout the years, which is cool too. There's a lot of 80s in there. There's a little bit of some recent stuff as well, so not bad. Now, you can go check this out yourself, comicofthemonth.club, Comic of the Month Club. You know, always interesting to see. It's basically you're paying someone to do a little long box of diving for you. Now, if you're a fan of classic comics, don't really have a little comic shop to do that, or don't have the patience to do it, you know, this is a nice alternative, and it's always kind of fun to see what you get in these sort of boxes. So go check it out. When they have their nice little who suggested you come, definitely refer to Graphic Policy in that. So you get a bonus, we get a bonus for that. As always, thanks so much for watching. You can check us every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, doing all the comic news, reviews, interviews, and so much more. Until next time, as always, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.